Yes, sir.
Epstein files, it's eating up the headlines. Why do you think now it's getting so much attention compared to when Biden was in office?
It's just a distraction. I mean, look what's being investigated right now through the Biden administration, right? It's came out obvious Obama was part of the Russian collusion. I mean, by instructing James Clapper and James Comey to not find out if they were interfering, but how they interfered, which is completely contradictory to what the IC had came out prior to the 2015 or 2016 election. And so what are they going to talk about? Now it's come out that Biden had only signed one executive order and the auto pen signed the rest, and we're trying to figure out who was in charge of the auto pen. So this is nothing but a distraction from the actual facts that is coming out about the Biden administration. Of course, the Democrats say, well, we're just about transparency. Well, where was transparency the last 4 years? And do you really think there's anything there with Trump? Because if there was anything there, it would have got leaked underneath the Biden administration in a heartbeat. No one believes that it wouldn't have got leaked. Even the Democrats, even the hardcore Democrat reporters have openly said, okay, if there was anything there on Trump, it would have came out already. Because they were throwing the book at him. They were scared to death that he's going to win the election. Because why? Because he won the election.
Now, some in the president's base, some prominent voices are saying you got to release the files. How do you think he's handling it up to this point?
Well,
should he ultimately release everything that they can release in terms of the case files?
Just talking about transparency. We all want transparency on this, okay? But our hands are tied, meaning Congress's hands are tied, the president's hands are tied, Pam Bondi's hands are tied. The president said is release them. Pam Bondi's asked to release them. Congress, I put a resolution forward to release them. But the fact is, every piece of evidence that Pam Bondi has and Kash Patel has, meaning the DOJ, it's all being heard by a grand jury. And the judge, we've already seen one judge in Florida that has said no, they're not releasing it. The judges in New York, they've been silent so far. But until the judges will put the seal off of the information, protect the victims, we're saying protect the victims, that we don't need their identity, but until the judges actually release it, we can't do it. I mean, there's a complete separation of power, right? We're equal co-branches. And the judges right now control those grand jury cases, and they have all the information. There's not one shred of evidence that the DOJ, which falls underneath Pam Bondi and Kash Patel, a lot of people don't realize the FBI is underneath the DOJ, but there's not one shred of evidence that they have that they can't, or that they could release without a judge's permission.